Anime Vanguards Update 6 Heaven or Hell is just around the corner, as in already out by the time this video is out, or sometime later today. But anyway, the Anime Vanguards YouTube released a video on one of their newest units coming with the update, which is BAIKEN. So we're gonna watch this overview video on the new unit. If you enjoyed the video, let me know by leaving a like and subscribing, and comment down below what other anime games you'd like to see me play on Roblox. And with that being said, let's start this video. Okay, there they are. In this video, they're gonna explain 236p, whatever that is, tethered, and tatami gesh, and then PvP passives included. I really like the design of the character though. They look really sick. Allow me to introduce BAIKEN. BAIKEN is a control type unit that manipulates enemies' positions by pulling and pushing them around. So she's gonna move around the enemies and their positions. To start, every time she attacks an enemy, she does an extra attack. So she'll attack the enemy and then follow it up by another attack. For every enemy hit, they become tethered, so her attack tethers the enemies. Tethered enemies are slowed, and this effect only lasts within her range. So the enemies that are inside of her circle radius are slowed down because of tethered, which I think is probably her passive. Whenever a tethered enemy takes damage, all other tethered enemies take a small portion of that damage, effectively spreading damage across the group. So even whenever one tethered enemy gets hit, all the other enemies that are also tethered will also take some extra damage. BAIKEN has a tension meter that fills up every time she attacks, and then she has an ability which is Get Over Here. Okay, so what does Get Over Here do? Using this ability, she pulls all tethered enemies towards her. So let's see right here on the right, she's gonna pull the enemies to her. Oh, and now all the enemies are just piled up on top of each other. Okay, that's crazy. That's actually one of the most broken abilities I think I've seen in this game. She can also switch her attacks to either club or claws. For the club, her attacks can repulse enemies, which will send them backwards on the track. For claw, her attacks attach enemies to her for a few seconds. So it forces the enemy to stay in her range for a few extra seconds. Okay, both of those are pretty cool. I think the club one would probably be a little better. If BAIKEN is ever hit with a status effect or debuff, she does a counterattack for a portion of her damage. So if an enemy stuns her, then she'll do a portion of damage back to them. For the PvP game mode, this counterattack targets enemy units and reflects the status effect back onto them. So she's going to be really good for PvP. She's definitely one of the meta units that you'll want to have on your team. Anytime a tethered enemy dies in her range, she doesn't attack at their prior location. So when a tethered enemy dies in her range, in PvP, this attack stuns an enemy unit for a few seconds instead. Okay. Overall, she can effectively pull, push, and hold multiple enemies, slow and share damage with tethered, group all the enemies with Get Over Here, repulse enemies with her club, and attach enemies with the claw. And her attack does extra attack and counter attack. And then in PvP, she reflects and stuns. And it makes her exceptional at crowd control. Use her to group enemies together to create easy targets for your team. Yeah, she's definitely a meta unit, definitely one of the best in the game for sure after this update. I'm definitely gonna have to try to get her as soon as this update drops. And that's everything you need to know about BAIKEN. Good luck getting this unit and have fun. Okay, so BAIKEN's pretty cool. Definitely gonna need to have her on our team. Being able to pull and push the enemies is definitely crazy, especially pulling them all in together. But that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, then let me know by leaving a like and subscribing, and comment down below what other anime games you'd like to see me play on Roblox, or what other type of Anime Vanguards videos you'd like to see. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.